may seem like sex is everywhere these days, but it's not on the mind of David J. He says he has absolutely no sexual desire whatsoever. He's here to tell us about living as an asexual and why there are a lot more people like him than you think. Please welcome the founder of asexuality.org, David J. David, thank you.
I mean, pretty much when all my friends started being sexual, I was kind of like, all right, I have no way to think about what's going on there. Right. I had no context to understand it, and so I kind of figured out for myself, well, I'm not experiencing these things, I must be asexual.
Right. Maybe it's repressed sexuality rather than, you know, that you're just like a normal guy walking around. Maybe
people have, but it hasn't worked out.
So do you not have sex? I mean, do asexuals not have sex at all? No sexual contact?
There's a couple of asexual people who kind of as a compromise because they're in relationships with sexual people will. I mean, it's not like a code. It's not like we kick you out or something.
Well, let me ask you. That doesn't mean you're not attracted to yourself.
There's some asexual people who will masturbate. But, I mean, I know that's like very, very kind of difficult.
Well,
that seems kind of...
Because if you were having sex with yourself, excuse me, one more question, that would mean that you had sexual feelings. See, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Well, the thing is, okay, the important thing is, at least as far as thinking about my life, if you're going to have a sexual relationship with someone, that's a lot of energy you have to spend into thinking about that, like thinking about that.
You say some people choose to have sex this way, some people choose not to have sex that way, some people compromise. So is it an orientation or is it a choice to be asexual?
How you feel internally is an orientation.
Okay.
What you do, so an asexual person who does not feel desire to have sex can choose to have sex if they're in a situation, but that doesn't mean that they have the desire.
Gotcha.
So but how does that work?
What you do, so an asexual person who does not feel desire can have... It's abstract, but it's thinking about how do you form a relationship that's closer, that's more committed, that, you know, can be the basis of a family.
But how about just cuddling with a girl and kissing and just having a little...
So much for having me. Now, how does asexuality differ from celibacy? Well, celibacy is a choice. Asexual people don't experience sexual attraction. So the way that, for whatever reason, most people in the world feel the need to make sex a big part of their lives, asexual people just don't.
So you don't think about sex?
I don't desire sex. I mean, in a lot of ways, we just exchange one set of kind of things that we have to worry about for another. I mean, asexual people, I've got the same emotional needs as everyone else. So I still have to worry about relationships. I have to worry about, you know, the complexities of non-sexual intimacy rather than the complexities of sexual intimacy. But
how did you determine you were an asexual? Your body desires sex, but you don't feel like entering into sex with another person.
You could put it that way. I would just say that my body reacts a certain way. You could put it that way.
I think a lot of viewers, and I know as I've been talking about this segment during the day, a number of people have said, well, you know, he's gay, and he's just repressed. Do you get that a lot, and is that true?
A little bit. I mean, the thing is that asexual people still experience attraction. So you can be asexual and gay, asexual and straight, asexual and bi. Personally, I'm attracted maybe 80% to women, 20% to men. I think that sex is a great part of a lot of people's lives, and it's really important. It's a great way to do a lot of things, to show that you love someone, to express intimacy, to have fun. But it's not the only way to do any of those things,
for that matter.
Yeah.
You get people judging you? I mean, this is such a heavily sexualized society.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell people, incidentally, I'm an asexual, do people say, ew? They say, that's great? I mean, what do they say?
For the most part, people have been accepting. I think that there's some people out there who really just think that sex is kind of a vital part of being human.
Yes.
And they'll sometimes take issue with us. But
how about this? Why don't you just try it once, and then you'll know for certain whether you like it or not?
A lot of other asexual people have and haven't liked it. And also, from what I understand, a lot of times, how many times do I have to try it before I can actually say that?
It's like goat cheese. You know, when you're...
that I'm still exploring, right? There's a whole huge world of experiences out there. One tiny sliver of that is sex.